Okay, so how do I do the musical readings? Basically, back in 2000, I was in a auto accident. An angel saved my life that night, and when I was in the hospital recuperating, I noticed that my clairaudient gifts had come online for the first time. And I basically could hear with my mind's ear. And so during the same time, during my recuperation in the hospital, I got a bunch of downloads of what I was supposed to do. One of those was play music. I hadn't really played music before, so I had sung before, but I hadn't really played an instrument and wrote songs really. I was guided to start writing and playing music, and the clairaudience had just come online. So I would sit there and I would strum just like two chords, and I would hear a line, and then I would sing the line that I heard. And this is how I ended up writing a lot of my songs. I would basically do that, record it, and then that's how a lot of my songs were written. Then throughout the years, the clairaudience started waning. Then I became a tarot reader back in like the 2010s, around there. I became a tarot reader, and through just using my gifts, I noticed like all of a sudden my visions came online. It was after I became clean and sober too, so that could have maybe had played a part. But my visions came online. So the clairaudience sort of waned, and the visions came online. Eventually, I stopped doing tarot, just did the visions, and now that's how I sort of do my readings. Is I'll play guitar, I'll see the visions, and I'll say what I see. But recently, I've been guided to go back to the clairaudience, and the music was sort of how I always did that. So I had the idea of, why don't I just go back to how I used to do it, where I hear the line, but do it in a reading. So what you're hearing when I'm doing the musical readings is sometimes I'll hear the line in my mind's ear clairaudiently, and I'll say what I hear back. And then sometimes I'll get a line clairaudiently, and then I'll see a vision next, and I'll have to put the vision into words to match with what the clairaudient line was. And so it's sort of like a freestyle of a combination of those two things back and forth to deliver the reading in a song form. So that's pretty much how I do it.